over the moon. What are they doing to get so much airtime? What are they doing? How does that man not age? They've been the same age for too long, you know? Sometimes if you see him standing, it's like another being is just like, this is how a human, don't worry about it, we're blending in perfectly. Human stance. And you know something's up with that. I do not appreciate it. Underrated. What a skill. Honestly, it's like these are people, these are chefs that had to go to improv school. You know what I mean? These are really talented chefs. Have you ever go to a restaurant and see a real chef? They're the most inhospitable people in the world. Terrible, grumpy people. Attitudes up to here. These hibachi chefs? Are you kidding me? They're throwing hot onions at people like it's a thing they want to do. Shoplifting, oh, I don't know. I think, some people need the thrill, and it's like if you're going to steal a shirt from the Gap or murder somebody, I'd say go steal a shirt from the Gap. But, I wouldn't suggest it if you have no inclination. You know what I mean? It's like teenagers that try smoking cigars for the first time. It's like, you don't need to. You don't want that. It's just like that. I guess they're kind of underrated as a weapon. I think throwing stars get a lot more buzz, but I think the heat stays. It's a low simmering heat with the nunchucks, but you have to be so close to them. I mean, it goes against my MMA call, but I just think this, I don't know, it is a cool thing to have in a teenage boy's room, you know? I think that's totally underrated. Definitely, I have sexy family, yes. Is that trending? Hot relatives? So first was ass eating and now it's sexy relatives? Overrated. That's what happened. I remember during Hurricane Sandy, there were like people with the windows that said like, bring it on. I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is not like a man. This is a terrifying force. No, you gotta get out of there. Evacuate. You gotta get out of there. It's scary. Weather is really scary. They gotta make a horror movie about weather. Honestly, that's the new thing. That's underrated. That'd be pretty good for somebody. Maybe Wes Craven. Do you think Wes Craven watches these? Underrated. Bring them to my streets. I'll play with them. Listen, if I lost a couple teeth doing that, I wouldn't complain about it. I'll lose this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, no, I still look like a little jack-o'-lantern afterwards. I say, Happy Halloween, I did bubble bumpers. I gotta say, I think it's a little overrated, because it's like, you're just putting little dog ears on? Is it mostly dog ears? I mean, I get it. And sure, I've thought to myself, what if I went through life as my own Snapchat filter, just a little dog with a tongue that comes out when I talk? I just don't think you could be taken seriously at the poetry slams and stuff. And I think it's just kind of like, at some point you're going to have to go to a funeral. You know what I mean? And you want to show up to the funeral looking like a little Snapchat. You can't. You got to go back to you. Be you. Be somebody else's hot relative. Believe in yourself. Someone in your family thinks you're hot as fuck.